Hey, you there. Yes. Yes, you. Welcome to another gameplay glimpse here on PSNStores.com or YouTube.com/PSNStores. Today we're checking out Bears Can't Drift? Exclamation point, question mark. Obviously they can drift because I'm drifting right now. I got this cute paw hat on. Just driving around. Alright. So if you can kind of look right off the bat, this is a kart racer that came out just about last week or 2 weeks ago, depending on when you're listening to this. Doesn't tell you much, which that's fine. But surprisingly, actually, this is like the main hub area of the game. And you might think these are different areas to go into, but actually, these are the difficulty settings. So if you go through here, you're going to be set on the easy difficulty setting, kind of like with the little bear with the little, with a little pacifier in his mouth. But then here is the medium, so you got to drive on this section and cross this bridge, and then you can unlock the medium difficulty. And the last difficulty, however, is really tough to obtain. Let's see if I can try and get it. But you got to basically drift your way through this. And basically you got to make that jump. I'm not going to waste time doing that. But that's actually pretty tough to do. It takes kind of some skill. But I'm just going to go on the medium, intermediate difficulty here. And what you do is you go through this little area, doors open up, and here are your three main areas. So you have ruins, you have a forest, and you have an Arctic area. So I'm just going to go in the first one. Just going to go right in to the forest area. And what we'll find out pretty quickly is that there are actually 3 game modes in the game, which one of them is just a standard race, and you can kind of tell that by the red flags that we have here. Or you can press square, you can be time trials, or you can press and square once more. For yellow flags, that'll be kind of like a battle mode, where you have to go around and collect food, and your bear grows really big, and whoever gets the most food wins. But we're going to go ahead and just do a standard race on this windmill level in the forest. I can't remember exactly all of the tracks, but I believe there are 12 tracks. And with the 3 areas, that'd be 4 tracks per area. And each track is playable on the time trial, battle, and standard race. Yeah, just kind of driving around. Kind of your standard fare for a kart racer. I would always definitely recommend playing on intermediate, at least intermediate, because it is very easy to win on the easy difficulty. Like it's everybody seems to go half speed. As you can kind of see, there's a lot of explosions going on here. You get different weapons, different power-ups. Each kind of like animal kind of corresponds to a different thing. So here's a little fish. He'll shoot out a mortar, which can't tell too much. If you get hit with a weapon, and you already have a weapon, you actually lose that power. Here's a little bird. You can fast forward there. That's your little boost. Bees kind of act like a banana peel. If you run into them like that, kind of slow you down. Kind of an interesting thing, though. So if I got the bee mechanic here, and if I collect another bee, I can actually upgrade it. And so now there should be these mushrooms on the track that if I run over one, let's see if I can find one. I can't find one too much, but basically they kind of act as little mini jumps. So now, yeah, so here's, yeah. So I got 3rd place, that's okay. Might try and do another race. But so if you collect like one of the owls, but then you collect one of the fish, it doesn't do anything, it just switches your item. But if you collect 2 of the same, then you'll actually have a new weapon that doesn't necessarily correspond. So you would think if I collected, so let's see, for example, I'm going to collect one of the fish here, and I'm going to collect another one, if I can drive straight. And so instead of shooting 2, he'll shoot like 5. But then, you know, if I get a boost and then I collect another boost, it ends up being like this mortar strike that, you know, blows up all over the place. So sometimes it does correspond. It's just a lot of trial and error to see what kind of items you get. But we're gonna do another race here on a different track. I've already started, which means I've already placed first on the easy difficulty setting. So now the second star is going forward on the medium. And then the third star would be going forward on expert or the hardest, extreme, or whatever they call it. Let's see if I can get this little lion. He's going to pick that up. There's a little bit of drafting if you get behind somebody. And use a little boost. Oh. You can use the drift. I've only noticed that it really kind of helps in cutting corners. Haven't really noticed too much that you go faster with it. So that might be something to try out. I would say if you're really wanting to play this and get all the stars, especially on the hardest difficulty, you're definitely going to want to be using the drift. There we go. It's kind of this lizard. Now if I get one, it just kind of offers a little shield. But if I actually collect another lizard, I actually get this chicken. And I've never actually completely used it. Let's see if I can get him here. But you throw this egg. I guess there he is. And he looks back. It's pretty cute. You can press X and he'll start quacking. And I assume it's like in Mario Kart when you hold a banana peel in the back or you hold a red shell in the back. It means so like you can't get hit. Like if an item comes in, it'll block it. It doesn't work for the bees hive. I think I've tried that once. But I can be really annoying like that. Oh, man, I just barely got first. Oof. But, yeah, that's a look at that. I don't think I would go through the time trials. Time trials are... It's pretty, you know, self-explanatory. It's time trials. Basically just go in the track as fast as you can. Let's see where I can go. You know, actually, I do maybe want to do this one. Oh, if I can drive. It kind of spawns you in different locations each time you play, so I always get kind of confused. But now we're going to do the yellow, and I'm actually going to do the battle mode where you gain all the food. And this one's pretty fun. I'd say this is probably my favorite mode in the game, other than the standard race. And time trials are just time trials. So yeah, you have watermelons and hot dogs and cake and chicken legs, and basically you just drive around and you collect them. You have weapons you go attack other people with, and you just gobble it all up. Whoop. And if you venture off to some of the off the beaten path a little bit, you are able to find other secrets. Now I'm actually going to go off the no, I'm not going to be able to go back there. But then hidden in each of the levels, there are actually hats. And so this hat that I found right here is actually one hat that was hidden somewhere. There we go. I got a bunch of food there. I'm not sure where hats are on this level, but it's always fun to drive around, try and find the hats. Oh, I got all this food. You notice how big my bear is getting. He's getting pretty obese here. I'm in first. I don't want to use this bomb. I'm going to use the bomb. See, that was a bad idea. Yeah, so I don't know why that item's even in the game. Because you're just going to end up taking yourself out too. Doesn't seem to make much sense. I might not win this one. Yeah, I'm sure somebody else is getting ready to get all the food here. Oh, let's see if I can do it. Oh, I got second. Just missed first place. But yeah, that's fun. You can collect different hats. They're just cosmetic. They don't offer anything new. There is a trophy tied to getting all the hats, and it's just kind of like they're just collectibles in the game. I don't think there are any in the overworld here unless you complete all of the challenges and such. Actually going to exit this area. Go through here. So actually I'll put on a scholarship hat, like a graduate's hat. So now I'm wearing that. And I will warp back to the main world. And I'll do an Arctic level. I'll do like an Arctic race. See how that plays out. So that was only, what, 3 tracks? 2 tracks in the forest area. I'll probably save the ruins because that's kind of like the longer races and maybe a little bit more difficult. So I'll do 1 race in the Arctic level. But I'm enjoying the game. I think it's fun. It is local co-op and I guess competitive. I guess maybe more competitive. So if I press start, you can select how many friends you want. Stuff like that. It is 4-player split screen. There's no online function, so no online leaderboards and no online co-op or anything like that. It's just all local play. Now here's one race that I'm wondering if this is the track that I kind of have an issue with. So sometimes races only take place over, I don't think this is it, but sometimes races only take place over an area, not like a full round track, which is really kind of confusing when you want to take a shortcut, because the game tells you like which direction you need to go, and if you venture off the beaten path, it just doesn't record your current lap. And so you could be like, oh, this is a cool shortcut, but then it actually isn't where the game told you to go, and then you get all the way around and it doesn't count your lap. So that's really kind of frustrating. So you do kind of have to follow where the game tells you to go. I wish there was maybe a little bit more direction. Maybe we can do one of the maps or find one where the arrows show up. But it's like a yellow holographic arrow that just basically points you where to go. So then here's like, it shows like, oh, there's 2 areas I can go. Oh, I just ran right into that. So like, yeah, you think you can bust through there, but you can't. I should probably be drifting in some of these situations, but I'm not. Man, I'm not drifting very well. That's for sure. Uh-oh. Oh, man, here's all the... Got all more mushrooms. Oh, here we go. Here's a mushroom. Yeah, see, they're bouncing. I can bounce. I guess not, because they already used them. I'm in 3rd. 1 lap to go. And let's see if I can do it. Alright, gotta beat these 2 clowns in front of me. Ah, oh, crap. Forgot that's there. I do enjoy that there's no, like, blue shell kind of thing. I'm making a lot of Mario Kart references, but I think it's more inspired by, like, Crash Team Racing, I would say. So, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Crash Team Racing, but I enjoyed Crash Team Racing. I think I still got it on my PS1. Triangle to look back. And by golly, I'm gonna do it. Celebrate! Yay! Yeah, I think I might try and do one more, probably just one more race, to see if I can find that one specific level. Oh, I'll wear a Santa Claus hat. I'll wear that. Maybe this is it. I don't know. But just see if we can find one level that has the hologram arrows. So, like, you really got to be paying attention to those, and you really got to follow those, because if you go off and you think that, hey, this is a shortcut, probably isn't a shortcut. But sometimes it is. It's just really confusing. Just kind of a little gripe I've got with the game. You kind of see a little bit of arrows, but those aren't the correct arrows I'm thinking of. So, like, here's a shortcut. Like, you can go up here and ramp off, or you can take the long way. And see, like, that shortcut just got me in first. But there's other times where I'm like, oh yeah, it's a great shortcut, and then just nope, nothing. Looking for hats. Gotta look for the hats. I'm actually gonna go this way. I've never been this way. Let's just see what's down here. Maybe there's a hat down here? I don't know. We're gonna find out. There's just like see, it takes place like over an area. Kind of just like a randomness in here. So it's gonna do a lot of exploring. I remember the game Eric and I did Tabletop Racing World Tour, which was one of the free PlayStation Plus games a few months ago. We oh, here's the other hat. It's a top hat. Look at that. We got it. So yeah, we just like, you know, you're supposed to be racing, but we just drove around in circles looking for coins and collectibles in that game, which is really fun. I like doing that in kind of a racing game. You kind of see I'm in last place. I'm in the poop place, I guess. Last place, but you know what? I got a hat. And hopefully, I was reading somewhere that maybe you have to be first to get the hats. I don't know. We're gonna see if that comes true. I'm not sure. I gotta go drive back. See, it kind of spawns you in random places, but I'm gonna go back to that area and see if I can get my hat. And no, you do have to get first place. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So basically, if you want to collect hats, do it on the easiest difficulty so you can get first place. We're gonna do one more battle mode. We're gonna do it on the same level. And after that, I'll probably call it quits. Watermelon. Cucumber sandwich or whatever. I don't know. So I would have won last time, but I, you know, literally committed suicide, I guess you want to call it that. So I'm going to go over here and I'll find this hat. And it's not there. Maybe they hide it in different locations. I don't know. Oh, no, actually, I think actually one location is in the battle mode and the other one is in the race. So I actually found the race one. So basically, I'd have to do it in the race mode because I've already got the hat for this, which is the Santa Claus hat. So yeah, I'd have to go back and get to the race area. Oh, back it up. I really do like the just the animation on the bear, especially like when you get the bird or the what you wanna call it, the chicken. I really like just seeing, you know, the chicken. You know, him just look back at the chicken. I think it's really kind of cool. Alright, I'm in first. Trophies are fairly simple in the game. It's platinumable, but I think actually you will need 4 controllers because there is a local multiplayer trophy. So if you're wanting to get the platinum, you are probably gonna have to. Yeah, look how big he is. Jeez. So if you're gonna get the platinum, you are gonna need to. You are gonna need probably 4 controllers because there's like get first, second, third, and fourth respectively in local multiplayer. But yes, that is pretty much it. That is pretty much what you're gonna get with Bears Can't Drift? Question mark. It's a game I'm enjoying. Expect a review sometime shortly. Maybe when this gameplay glimpse comes up or goes up, I might have a review with it as well. But yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a good kart racer. It's only $10, so I think that's a pretty good price for it. I think I'd recommend for $10. Again, kind of, you know, sad doesn't have any. I mean, I see with online co-op, I see that, but it would have maybe been nice to have like online leaderboards for time trials. That would have been nice, but I'm not too picky on it. But with that, thank you for watching this gameplay glimpse. We'll be back with others here on youtube.com/PSNStores. And you can also check us out at PSNStores.com if you also enjoy our content. Be sure to subscribe to youtube.com/PSNStores for all of our latest videos. We have podcasts, we have gameplay glimpses, reviews, regular chats about video games, things like that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Take care.
If you like this or any of our other YouTube videos, subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to support what we do in general, be sure to hop on over to patreon.com/PSNstores. Your patronage helps keeps our podcast 100% ad-free. Thanks for watching.